rounds before I even had the car.
Good job.
Oh yeah, get up to Seattle.
We just keep man. Yelling, bring 'em. We just keep bounce. You better bounce, 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 bounce. Fresh y'all yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Shaking, MP.
That man in the middle, 7 foot even, number 20, Alex Zayas.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for MP.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Adebayo and Ware together inside. Tyler Hero is out there with MP. And it's Miller in at the small forward position. And for the Wizards, we've got John Collins. He's out there with Dylan Brooks. Alexander Sarr out there with Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Haywood in at point guard. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
And we'll send you courtside for more on MP's unforgettable performance.
Well, he had a flat-out insane game, setting a new NBA record for threes in the game, passing the 14 that Klay Thompson hit back in 2018. The new record holder told me, quote, "I was just in the zone. Everything was going in. It was the best feeling in the world. And it was so much fun to watch, guys."
No doubt, sure was. Thanks for that. And history was made recently. Let's go courtside to revisit MP's incredible performance.
Well, we thought no one would ever top Wilt's 100 points in the game record. We were wrong. He went into triple digits recently, setting a new single game scoring record. People are calling it the best performance in sports history. Unreal stuff, guys.
Crazy times right now. Thanks for that. And it's Miami's ball, and they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
MP, of course, so popular in the media, but even more so now that he's on the cover of Slam magazine.
Yeah, if you're a Hooper, you know all about Slam, and you probably collect the ones with the cool cover. Add this one to the collection.
Pass to Haywood. Here's the three. Rebound Miami.
Boy, they're slow to get it going here tonight. Just 1 for 4 to start.
From deep, MP. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
Collins outside. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Collins with a screen on Hero. Back to Collins. 5 on the clock. And the three off target.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
And we've seen the Wizards churning their roster, Doris, with an eye toward the future.
Yes, and that BA means inevitably absorbing those extended losing streaks, but you're doing it at least with a plan in mind. You need talent to win, and I'm talking big-time talent. And the best way to develop that talent is with patience. So there's a process they're following.
Now here's Adebayo. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. Miller against Brooks. And there's Coulibaly on the assist by Brooks.
Yeah, tremendous finish by Coulibaly. That free throw line and down, that's his comfort zone.
Hero pass to MP. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And that's 10 points for MP. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. And, yep, it's good. MP's got 12 points.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Wizards trail by 10. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Back to Coulibaly. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Well, Coulibaly not messing around as he got close to the rim.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Different look for Miami. Stewart, he's checked in for Ware. Bridges comes in for Adebayo. And it's Powell in for Miller. On the wing, MP. Lets it fly. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Back to Johnson. There's the three. The rebound by Bridges. Miami leading by 10. MP, that one's good. 16 points for him.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Now Coulibaly. 10 points in his last outing. Outside Johnson. The three. Miami grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
The Wizards trail by 14. And here's Johnson, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
MP outside. Gets it off. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
MP getting it done for the Miami Heat. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. More 2K action in just a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
We've got Kristaps Porzingis. Johnson is out there with George. And it's McGee in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, NP in the last matchup against Phoenix was outstanding. He picked up 38 points, and he also dished out plenty of assists, something we're used to seeing. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Yeah, spot on, Allie. And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And it's Washington with the ball. Following the three-point basket by Miami. Oh, KP with the three.
It was a rough start to them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Both teams will make substitutions. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
You look at MP, he's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
And with all the analysis we do going into a season, some things you just can't predict, Norris.
The unexpected always arises in this particular league. Whether it's a new face, whether there's a key injury, the narrative is always changing from week to week.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs a review with his guys. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Sars checked in for Washington. Miami also changing it up. Jovic, he's checked in for Bridges. And Brandon Miller subbed in for Powell. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Hero for 3. Yes. And it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Adebayo's got assist number 5 here tonight. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Haywood passes to Porzingis.
Remaining in the second quarter. 2 minutes.
Pass to Haywood. Here's Sars. Right side Porzingis. Just 3 to shoot. Washington again can't hit.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Well, Brandon Miller has proven himself as a multi-positional player, Doris.
He has, and in this era of positionless basketball, Brandon Miller is a guy who can fit in a lot of different systems. He can shoot the jump shot. He can play face-up off the bounce. You can use your size to overpower guards in a mismatch. A lot to like with Brandon Miller.
For Washington, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. There's 57 seconds left to play in the half. Porzingis sets a screen. Coulibaly finds Porzingis. Adebayo grabs the board.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
From the corner. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. MP's got 36 points.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
Washington calls timeout. MP really making a difference here.
Listen, the timeout was appropriate. They're giving up 3 after 3 after 3.
John Collins checked in for Washington. And Miami also making a switch. Bears checked in. On the wing, Brooks. Sarr down low. Ware covers. Counted. Sarr's got his second basket.
Great touch from the mid-range by Sarr. He knows he's got to keep drilling it from this area.
Pass to MP. Takes the 3. Knocks down the long J.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude. And so it's Miami cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
You know, for Miami, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Washington Wizards.
A lot of...
And that's a wrap on halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And let's take a look at Miami. Adebayo and Ware together inside. MP is out there with Tyler Hero, and it's Miller in at the 3. Now here's MP. Jacks up a 3. No luck on that one.